What's up, party people? It's Corn here for Scrubs for Hire. Today, bringing y'all my somewhat competitive, somewhat budget Dinomist deck profile. I had an idea from Ashton about this deck, and I've been thinking put it together for a while, but I just didn't have the urge to actually do it. But I actually put it together, and I finished it about a week ago, and I've been testing it for about a week or so, and I wanted to actually show y'all how what I've been playing so far. I'm supposed to be doing this deck profile with Ashton, but unfortunately a lot of things are happening this week, a lot of events, and don't necessarily have time. So let me just get into this deck profile real quick. So all the scales of the Dinomist, play 3 Ceratops. All the scales have the same effects. All the 3 scales say that if another Dinomist card or cards you control be destroyed by a card effect, or will be destroyed, you can destroy this card instead. Like during the resolution, you can destroy this card instead. So they help out with your Dinomist cards being destroyed, and as well as we play 3 Plesios. And the 6 scales say that if a Dinomist card will be targeted, you can, during the resolution of that card, you can destroy this card instead. So these are really good for not being able to be targeted, and also not being able to be destroyed. And most people don't play 3 Ceratops, but I play 3 because if you control only Dinomist, you can special card from your hand, and that comes in handy a lot later on, as you'll see. But we play 3 of him and 3 Plesios because Plesios is the GOAT. Your opponent's monsters lose 100 attack and defense for every Dinomist card you control, so that's always great. And it's a 4, and it's a water. 3 Dinomist Terran. Sorry, I put that up here. I'm being dumb. 3 Dinomist Terran. The searcher of the deck when it destroys a monster by battle. Also a 3 scale, level 4, and a water, so it's send out with the deck. 2 Spinos. You don't play more than 2 of this thing because you don't want to see it that much. You rather just summon it, not see it in your hand, unless it's a scale, which is fine. He attacks twice, and he can attack directly by attributing a Dinomist monster, other than himself, obviously. So he can come in clutch, but I usually don't ever win by using him, but you can do it if it's there. 2 Rex. This guy's really cool. Level 5 as well, machine, which is great because you run Nova and Affinity, obviously. So he can, after he deals, or after attacks, you can attribute a Dinomist card or monster, and you can do 1 of 2 effects. You can shuffle a card back into your opponent's, from field back into the deck, or hand back into the deck, 1 of 2, not both. Or you can have him gain, after he does that, he gains 100 attack, or he can attack again and inflict piercing damage. So I barely ever use that effect as well. You don't really win by using these effects, but they come in handy every once in a while, especially if you bring them out through Rush. The one-ofs, Stegosaur and Ankylos. You don't want more than 1 of these because they don't do anything on their own. This one just says banish all monsters destroyed by Dinomist monsters, which can come in handy. And this one just says if a pendulum monster you control battles upon its monster, you can before damage or after damage calculation, you can destroy both monsters. So it's he's not specified to just Dinomist, it's any pendulum monster. And this one is just turns all your Dinomist into Dark Claws by battle, so it's okay. But these are just ones you want to put in the scales, honestly. If you do want to have him in defense, you want to have him in defense if he's on the field because he has 2,000 defense. But moving on, those are Dinomist monsters. We play 2 Luster Pendulum and 1 Master Pendulum, the Draco Slayer, and also 1 Vector Pendulum. I don't really play him a whole lot, honestly. This could be another Master Pendulum, but it's in here just for Draco Face Off, to be honest. Just to have different targets. But you probably want to have more than, you might have 2 of these and 2 of these. It works out a whole lot better. I've tested that, but I have to find another Master Pendulum. But basically, Luster Pendulum pops other scales and adds into your hand, which works out perfectly with 3 Astrograph. Obviously, everybody knows what this card does. It's broken. When a card feels destroyed, you can special summon and add a scale to your hand from your extra deck. And of course, with Luster Pendulum, you can just pop a Dinomist card and then add that same Dinomist to your hand since you run so many 3-ofs, and then chain Astrograph and just summon and grab another one if you have a 3rd one. And then of course I'll show you a combo a little bit later on during the end of the video. But yeah, that's the main deck. We don't play hand traps because it's, you know, so like I said, kind of budget, but you know, kind of competitive. Onto the spells. Play 3 Dinomist charge, the Rota, continuous Rota, which is really, really good, and it adds scales to your hand when they go to your extra deck face up, which is really, really good. We play 2 Wavering Eyes because you sometimes want to get your Astrograph, and you don't have anything else in your hand. You want to go ahead and get Astrograph and start making some plays. So it helps the whole lot with that, and plus it helps in, you know, any Pendulum Mirror matches as well. So 2 Cyclones. This is just for any backrow disruption, like anti-spells. Hate that card. And you know, things like skill drain and stuff like that. Just, you know, just get rid of stuff. Diagrams, just get rid of stuff. The 1 Draco face off, obviously, it's a great card. Gives you a free scale, basically. Unless your opponent ashes it, then that sucks. But yeah, good card. 1 of, obviously. The 1 Dark Hole, it could be Regeki, but my Regeki's in another deck right now. But yeah, you can easily replace it with Regeki, but Dark Hole, Regeki, same thing, don't matter. The 1 Instant Fusion, because we only have 1 target in the deck. Well, I was playing 2 for a while, and I kept seeing it, and then I would just see the other one. Playing 2, I would see it so much. I'm just like, and you only have 1 target in the deck. You only want 1 target because the other targets you don't want to summon, because the extra deck's actually tighter than you think it would be. But yeah, that's the spells. On to the traps. 3 Dinomist Howling. You want to see this card, you play 3 because you want to see it in your opening hand. You want to see at least 1 in your opening hand. It gives you free scales, and also you could tribute a Dinomist monster to bounce any card your opponent controls. So that's, you want to see this opening hand. When you combo off, you want to set this, and if you and just be able to bounce a card on your opponent's field, have some more disruption. 2 Rush. I still like this card. I'm not gonna play it at 1. I'm playing it at 2 because it gives you a free Dinomist monster that's unaffected by all card effects. So you can bring out Spinos for defense if your opponent has a somewhat big monster, or you can bring out Plesios to make all your opponent monsters small, or just bring out a monster that you want to summon the next turn during the end phase. So I'm still gonna play this at 2. And for the last traps, the Solemn Brigade, 2 strikes and 1 warning. You don't play Judgment because you honestly don't need it in this deck. Judgments, you don't need it, it's fine. Just play the 2 strikes or 3 strikes and a warning. It doesn't matter. This is a 40 card deck. You can easily put it at 41 with another strike if you want some more protection. Onto the extra deck. We play the 1 Electromite because, like I said, the extra deck's really tight, so you don't want to have too much stuff. This could easily be a 2 Electromite, but I play different cards, so I don't want to have more than 1 Electromite. Usually I don't need more than 1. This card is broken, it's busted, it's, you know, awesome in this deck, especially with the Astrograph. That card is gonna definitely go. Maybe not, don't know, it's Konami. But yeah, 2 Mistar Boy because they're all waters, so you can link some in this thing and then they all get a buff. Simple as that. 1 Zephyr Metatron because he's a link 3 and you can easily make him with, you know, Pendulum summoning monsters from the extra deck and things of that nature. So yeah, he's, you know, 25 and he's got a good effect, so he's really good. Decode because Decode, generic link monster. Genius because they're all machines, kind of obvious, all machines, link to, and it, you know, it gets effects, so that's really good. Causes disruption. On your turn, you can just kind of easily cause some disruption by negating a scale effect and then negate something on their field. 1 Panzer Dragon, you know, for the institution target, and the 1 Dynaster because it protects your scales. It protects your scales and protects your pendulum monsters that are on the field. He's got 2950 defense, and he protects all your scales and your pendulum monsters on the field from being destroyed by destroying. I think in general, yeah, destroyed by battle or opponent's card effects. So they can't twin twist your scales. They can't attack your pendulum monsters because they're not destroyed. As long as he's face up on the field, they cannot be destroyed. So I played the 1 of him. So he's really good. Synchros, play 1 Omega because you can make 8s in this deck pretty easy with the Luster Pendulum. So yeah, I play some 8s. 1 Omega, 1 Scarlight because he can be a game ender, and the 1 Ignister because this dude is retarded busted. You will never not play him if you're playing Luster Pendulum. You better be playing him. If you're not, you're messing up. So the Exceeds, play 1 Nova and 1 Infinity, obviously because you have rank level 5 machines, so you can make rank 5, obviously. Nova and Infinity, one of the best rank 5s. And then for the 4s, you play Bahama Shark, obviously who goes with that is Toad. So that's the deck profile. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope to get some duels in with this weekend. If not, I apologize, but the next deck profile I'm hoping to do will be something with Josh and his Buster Blader. I know a lot of people have been requesting that. He just hasn't finished getting all the cards for it yet, I believe. But as soon as he gets all the cards for it, we will be uploading and updating that deck profile. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Deuces.
Invincible.